Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and we're doing a revisit to Battlewasp. Now, why are we revisiting this weird meme deck? Because it requires insect tuners for parts of it, and we don't really have too many insect tuners, but we just got a brand new one in TG Tank Grub. If this card you controlled is synchro material for a TG monster, you can treat it as a non-tuner, so we do have access to the new boss, the new TG boss we got, Power Gladiator. He does piercing, and he'll draw a card if he's sent from the field. He takes a TG and a Raiden to actually make, because won't be a tuner anymore when you have another tuner, and you make that level 5 boy. But that's usually not our big win con, and it's one of our harder combos to pull off. We do sometimes get it off with our Howling Insect, who can special summon really any of these insects, except for Doomdozer and our Battlewasp Rapid Fire. But everything else, we got it coming. So he's pretty good to just pepper in there. We're using more than enough bugs for our Parasite Infestation. I really wanted to use Insect Uprising, I think is the name of the skill, because this deck uses it super quick. But sometimes we have some non-bugs on the field, and we want to work with them too. So we're going with Parasite Infestation to make your opponent's deck just a little less consistent. Put a couple more cards in there he doesn't want. And like I said, we have our Doomdozer, who will banish 2 insects from the graveyard. So we're going to have plenty of insects in our graveyard. Once we get our TG in the graveyard, Rapid Fire will bring him out with a normal summon. That's an Armades. We have our Primitive Butterfly, special summon, normal summon your TG, that's a level 6, say into your Battlewasp, or you can use Primitive Butterfly's effect, increase all your insects by 1. Now you have your Battlewasp Conquering Bow. So neither of them are too crazy. I actually really do like the effect of Halberd the Charge. Once per battle, during damage calculation, this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal or higher attack. This is a quick effect. You can have the attack of that opponent's monster during the damage calculation only. This card inflicts battle damage to your opponent. Inflict 2 for every Battlewasp you control. Most of them do that, but that's a good little way to swing over. It's almost like a worse version than Chimera Felicia, but it's actually pretty cool. We do have a way to work with it now with just Primitive Butterfly and our Tank Grub. So really, the last time I did Battlewasp, we didn't have a consistent way to this boy. Now it's one of our more consistent plays into whatever Battlewasp we want. We also have 7 and 3 for our Samurai Destroyer. These boys are also 3s. So there's just tons of combos and plays on top of just the normal Battlewasp sneaky swinging with our attacker and a little secret dozer to hit him in the end. It's a pretty cool deck. It's not going to run away with anything. It just swarms the field really well. Pun intended with those insects, I guess. But other than that, it's a pretty cool deck. I like revisiting it. I don't know what TG exactly has in store for us. They pretty much barely gave us nothing. This is just technically using it. Still pretty cool, though. I do like this Battlewasp meme. It's a fun little deck. Because, I mean, just look at the extra deck. We have some familiar ones, but then some also really weird ones. So I like showing it off to people. It's really cool stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, here's a Carly Carmine. We're going second. See what she's got for us. 20 cards, but we'll give her an extra at least 1. Not to the top of her deck though. She sets 2, passes her turn. We're going to use our Primitive Butterfly. Now we're going to charge the Light Brigade. That's a Raiden. We're going to normal summon that Raiden. Mill a few more. Now we go into Vermilion. Vermilion's gonna OTK that monster, throwing away a Raiden. It was Luna Lights. Now here comes the boy. It's Attacker, guys. Twin Bow the Attacker. Get him for 2,700. Hit him once. Hit him twice. He's honestly like my favorite part of the deck. He's such a cool card. Very easy to get out. Very aggressive. Just like a real wasp. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's Joey Wheeler. Let's go first. He's not using Sleever Mat. 22 cards. We'll give him a little more with our Parasite Infestation. And of course it's right on the top of the deck there for him. Here we go to get our Raiden. We mill a few bugs. So our Dozer is live, but we're not going to summon him. We're going to go straight into a TG. Or sorry, Battlewasp into Howling Insect. So Howling Insect will bring out any bug we want once he's destroyed. We hit him with our own Parasite. He is in fact Metaphys. So he's going to go with the whole Lupine, banish every one of his Metaphys monsters. Daedalus will be another banish. Nephthys will be a search. And what, I can't think of this dragon's name. Tyrant Dragon will be a summon. All to banish my poor little Howling Insect as well as my Parasite. So here we're gonna normal summon a Raiden, keeping our level 4 on the field. That's a level 8. We're gonna banish 2. That's our Dozer. Hit him with the Battlewasp. Once he does damage, that makes your opponent's monsters lose 1,000 damage. So we swing first with the Battlewasp into the Aloof Lupine. That makes the Daedalus lose 1,000. Then we hit him with the Dozer. Dozer, when he hits you, he mills the top of your deck into the graveyard. Here he's got to get a Nephthys search. He searches an Ace of Metaphys. Plays that Ace of Metaphys. Banishes a Nephthys. Lowers our attack a little bit, but probably not enough to stop us. He does have a Dimension, most likely. Searches a Daedalus. We're going to use Charge the Light Brigade again, just to thin our deck real nice. And we're going to summon our Raiden. Swing with Raiden. He activates Dimension, and now he uses Kiteroid. I'm pretty sure he thought Dimension would activate off Kiteroid's banish, which would have stopped us, but it clearly doesn't. And we get the win. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's a Sartorius. We're going first. Our boy is in fact Master Destiny. But we'll give him a little extra help there in his deck. 2 to be precise, I should say. So here he gets a Cup of Ace. Guess what he draws into, guys? One of our Parasites. That's actually relevant, because it changes all the monsters on the field to insects. So as we know, Master Destiny uses those dark machines, but he's now a dark insect. He does us a favor, swings into our Howling Boy. We summon a level 3. Now we're going to charge the Light Brigade into our Raiden. That gives us a level 7 after we mill a TG. Into our Samurai Destroyer. Why do I like Samurai Destroyer? Here comes Attacker too. I love Attacker, guys. Samurai Destroyer really eats up Desperado because they have a tough time getting their Desperado out versus Samurai Destroyer. Then we hit him with Attacker, guys. I love Attacker. He throws away at the Parasite, swings at the boy, gets him out of Parashath range. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Dark Signer Goodwin. We're going first. Boy's using a Black Rose mat over there. So we have our TG, we have our Primitive Butterfly. We're gonna hit our boy with a Parasite Infestation. We only put 1 in his deck, it looks like. Start with our Primitive Butterfly. We're gonna use its effect after normal summoning our TG. That's our Conquering Bow, guys. Just set him on the field. That's pretty much what you can hope for. We could have summoned our Attacker, but we chose to save him. Here our boy's starting with an Alistair. Has something to work with the evocation. Straight into fire, guys. Pure Purgatrio. Gets his Alistair back to his hand. He is going to need it to swing over our boy. So, you know, invokes nothing to laugh at all. This deck's going to show him how it's done. We're going to normal summon our Battlewasp. Bring out our TG tank. Bring out our Attacker. Now that's an 8 all over, or sorry, 8 all over again. Now, I think I wasn't, so I'm running 2 of these. So, I think in the animation I only have 1. So I think I may have took it out for either the Armades. Yeah, I think for the Armades. So we probably couldn't have done that play without 2 in our deck, but we had comebacks coming anyway with our Dozer and our boy Raiden. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Assetto Kaiba. Going first. He's also using Black Rose, pretty weird. So we have some attackers, some Raidens. We throw, I think, 2 little parasites into his deck. We're gonna summon a Raiden, mill a bunch of cards, 6 cards total to our deck. Special summon our twin attacker and call it a day. Now you can't do a 7 synchro once twin attacker special summon because that's pretty much just what he says. But we can do it the turn after. So here our boy tries to hit us with a Karma Cut, but we're just fine with that because we follow up with a Samurai Destroyer. Now he hits us with another Karma Cut, but this deck is just going to swarm too hard to be stopped by spot removal, guys. Spot removal alone won't do it. We hit him for attacker with 2K. I really actually like attacker. He's just such sneaky damage. We go with our rapid fire, summon our TG. That's an Armades. And opponent scoops, guys. So it's really just swarming the field. Things like spot removal, things like bricks, things like vulnerable fields are going to be pretty vulnerable to this deck. There's obviously no back row. You kind of try to mill your opponent, or not mill, but kind of stall. Parasite Infestation probably be a little better with Insect Uprising. You would just have to watch your synchros and stuff like that. Little Battlewasp, guys, they're pretty funny. I don't know if TG is an actual fleshed out deck. They pretend like it is the way they name these effects. But we'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know. And